Free agency in the NBA is a time of hope, hype, and sometimes heartbreak. Every summer, teams are faced with the chance to rebuild, reload, or chase a championship by signing some of the league's biggest stars. But not every signing goes according to plan. Some contracts are disastrous, some players don't fit the system, and sometimes off-court issues derail the best laid plans. Today, we're breaking down the biggest mistakes in NBA free agency history, the signings that backfired and left teams wondering what could have been. We're talking bad timing, overpaying for declining talent, and monumental blunders that changed the fate of franchises. Buckle up, because these stories are wild. Let's start with Gilbert Arenas. In 2003, the Wizards decided to invest heavily in Agent Zero, coming off a strong season in Golden State. At that time, Arenas was a scoring machine and seemed destined to lead Washington to the next level. They gave him a massive contract that reflected his superstar potential, but things didn't go as planned. Arenas was plagued by injuries and inconsistent play, and his off-court behavior made headlines for all the wrong reasons. Most notoriously, the locker room gun incident shook the franchise and ultimately sidelined him for much of his career. The Wizards were stuck paying a superstar salary with diminishing returns. Fans still talk about Arenas' prime highlights, but the contract became a cautionary tale about the risks of prioritizing talent over character. Front offices learned that signing a star doesn't automatically lead to wins if the player's health or behavior becomes a liability. Next up, we have LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge was one of the most coveted free agents of 2015. After 10 seasons in Portland, he opted to join the Spurs, pairing up with Kawhi Leonard and veteran stars. On paper, this seemed like a perfect fit, a high IQ big man with scoring and defensive ability joining a well-coached Spurs squad. But the timing was just off. The Spurs were aging, Kawhi Leonard's future was still uncertain, and the team was just past its championship peak. While Aldridge performed admirably, the team failed to maximize his prime years. Meanwhile, Portland struggled to fill the void left by their star center, highlighting the opportunity cost. Many analysts wondered if Aldridge could have carried Portland to the playoffs for another few years, or if he would have thrived more in a younger, faster system elsewhere. This move demonstrates that even the right player in the wrong situation can become a free agency mistake. One of the most dramatic free agency stories of the decade happened with DeAndre Jordan in 2015. The Mavericks convinced him to join their team, and he even signed the necessary paperwork. It seemed like a done deal. Then, in a shocking twist, DeAndre Jordan changed his mind at the last minute and re-signed with the Clippers. The story dominated sports media for weeks. While technically not a poor decision by Dallas management, the psychological and planning impact was huge. The Mavericks had already planned their roster and salary cap around him. His last-minute reversal left the team scrambling and fans heartbroken. This story became a reminder that free agency is unpredictable, and even the most confident signings can collapse in a single moment. It also shows the emotional roller coaster NBA front offices endure during this period. Next, let's talk about Amar'e Stoudemire. In 2010, the Knicks signed Stoudemire to a huge contract, expecting him to be the face of a championship contending team in New York. He had been a superstar in Phoenix, known for his athleticism and scoring ability. But injuries had begun to take a toll. Stoudemire struggled to stay on the court and couldn't replicate his peak performance. The Knicks were paying a huge salary for a player who couldn't lead the team to contention. Fans were disappointed, and the media criticized the front office for overvaluing past performance without considering health or fit. This mistake emphasizes the importance of evaluating injury history and system compatibility when signing high-priced free agents like Amar'e Stoudemire. Next, we have the Rockets signing of Josh Smith in 2013. Smith was known for his athleticism and versatility in Atlanta, but Houston's system just didn't suit him. The Rockets hoped he could stretch the floor and provide defense, but his shooting struggles and defensive lapses created more problems than solutions. He was eventually cut mid-season, wasting both money and a roster spot. This signing reminds teams that talent alone isn't enough. Fit, system, and role clarity are crucial in free agent signings. So what can we learn from these mistakes? Free agency is high-stakes gambling. Teams must consider talent, health, fit, character, and timing. A huge contract doesn't guarantee success, And even great players can become free agency disasters if the context isn't right. From Gilbert Arenas to Josh Smith, these examples show that the NBA is full of surprises, and front offices have to navigate a minefield of decisions every summer. So which free agency mistake do you think was the worst? Comment below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button for more deep dives into NBA history. I'll see you guys next time.